Good morning. So much going on right now. I forgot to set an alarm this morning, which means I have to leave 2 minutes ago, but yet I am here recording this thing. Um, didn't post a video this past week. My apologies. I was sick. There was a lot going on, but we're here, okay? Today, what I'm going to do is a quick what I eat in a day. I still wanted to quickly show what I do pre-run. I have a speed workout today. It's a really intense speed workout. I will post it on the screen because I don't have time to speak about it. But before my speed workouts, I don't take this every day, but I typically take a carb mix before a more intense workout. 25 grams of carbs, so 100 total calories. That's how I start my day. And let me go do the workout. I'll drink some water, and then I'll talk a little bit more about the rest of my what I eat in a day. Let's go run. Welcome back. All right, I am back. Like I said this morning, I was late, completely disheveled, all over the place, but I did want to do today. Today's Wednesday, and it's one of my hardest days, so I wanted to do a little bit of a what I eat in a day. I certainly don't eat the same way every single day, but today I eat this way, but I would say that that's mainly the way I eat. So I'll go through not only what I eat, but what I take from a supplement standpoint, and just give you a little bit of an idea of what my day looks like. This morning, I wanted to talk a lot about this a little bit more, but obviously didn't have time. But I take Raw Fuel by Raw Nutrition or Raw Endurance, whatever it is. It is a very simple formula of just 25 grams of carbs and a 1-to-1 salt. So it has some extra electrolytes in there as well. Really good fuel just to get me started. I really don't like to typically eat before I do a run. I tend to feel heavy. So this helps with just having some sort of fuel without that feeling weighed down. I've tried a lot of things, which I'm still practicing, but this works for me. I'll take 2 scoops before a longer run or harder workout, but typically just 1 scoop is enough. The reason I use Raw Nutrition is mainly because it is affordable. For this big tub, I think it was 60 servings was, I can't remember how much it was, but it was more affordable than a lot of the other options that I saw out there. And then after my workout, what I like to do is drink, or after my runs, since it's hot outside in the summertime, I've been really enjoying some sort of clear protein. This one, I can't remember which brand this is, but I feel like they're famous enough that someone will know. But I really just found it at one of my local supplement store, and I've been enjoying it. It's fine. Don't say I recommend it or love it. I'm probably gonna try a different one next. So do that right after my workouts, and just to get some. It's quite refreshing. I enjoy it. So now it's breakfast time. I'll show you a little bit of what I do. I don't love eating breakfast. It's a very weird part of me, but today I have 2 workouts, so obviously you need to have enough energy for my second workout. I have my run, and then I'll go to the gym later on. So here I have my, let's try to flip this thing around. As you can see, 2 eggs, 2 pieces of sourdough, a kiwi, couple cherries, and then I have my morning supplement, which is collagen, vitamin D, multivitamins, and then magnesium. So that's what I'll eat this morning. It's early enough. I usually go to the gym around lunchtime, so it is around 8 o'clock right now, so I'll have time to do that, digest it, go to the gym later on. Same thing with the gym. I typically don't like to eat right before I go to the gym. I don't like to feel heavy or like I'm digesting my food. That's energy that should be going towards my workout. So I'll do this. All of this sounds really good, and there's a hair in here. Gross. So all of this we'll eat now, fuel up, obviously drink some water, and then I'll catch on later. I don't know when I'll eat next. Probably before I go to the gym to show you guys what supplements I take there. Take care. Last thing, I usually don't track my food on a daily basis, but today I will. The goal will be try to see if I can hit my micronutrient actually Obviously, macros are important. Protein, so 230 grams of protein is the goal. We'll see how close we can get to that, and then see how close we can get from hitting all of our micronutrient goals throughout the day. So I'll track it, and then at the end of the video, I'll kind of show the breakdown. I think that that'll be interesting and a cool thing to do, but I won't change anything necessarily to how I normally eat. Just keep an eye on it, and we'll see where we end up. Take care, guys. Okay, I am back. It is now time to go to the gym. It is chest day, so I'm really excited. I was a little hungry, so I just made myself a bowl of plain Greek yogurt, and I'm gonna add some honey to it. And at the same time, I am making my pre-workout, which the one I am using is, it's also by Raw Nutrition. It's the peach mango flavor. No reason whatsoever. It was just on sale, I believe, and I enjoy it. It's good enough. And then to that, I add 10 grams of creatine. Try to take my creatine every day. I just happen to take it when I take my pre-workout. There's no specific time to take it, but I take it when I take my pre-workout, just to so I remember to take it on days I don't train. I'll just take it at a different time. So that's what we'll do pre-workout. We'll do, like I said, I think I mentioned it, chest day, one of my favorite days. Shouldn't be too hard, but then I'll have lunch afterwards. I'll check in for that. All right, I am back from the gym. Really good workout, upper body, where we did chest and back mainly. Had a really good day. I don't know, been feeling really good, but coming back from, like I said, being sick, and also I had like a deload week last week, I believe. So clearly my body needed a little bit of a rest. Now I'm just finding some food, and I realized, so normally when I come back, I've been really enjoying these poke salmon pouches from Costco. And usually I make some rice throughout the week that I'll just heat up and then eat that with it. But I didn't have any rice, but we did have leftover rice and some ground bison. So let me show you guys what I'm having for lunch today. I actually already took down this Fairlife protein shake, 30 grams of protein. And now I'm having this Make-A-Wish poke bowl with some corn, ground bison, some poke salmon, and some mashed avocado cup from Costco, and then a cup of fruit and some iced tea because I feel like it. So no clue what this looks like from a macro standpoint, but we'll find out at the end of the day. This is actually surprisingly really good, so may have to add this to the rotation, even though I don't know how I would recreate it because I just put a bunch of stuff together. But I'll eat this, go back to work. As you can see, I showered already, and we'll probably check in later for a little snack. Take care. Okay, late afternoon. I have a few more hours of work, but I'm going to make a protein shake real quickly. I'll show you guys what I put in it. So first, some whole milk, just cause, no explanation as of why. Some coconut water to stay a little extra hydrated, and for the potassium, I think that's in there. I guess that's good for you. And then I will do 2 scoops of cookies and cream protein powder. I have 27 grams of protein each, and that will be my afternoon snack. And I think I'm gonna have some kind of fruit. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have a pear to go with that. One of the hardest things for me is, and I wanted to mention that at lunch, I really, especially after a workout, I'm really not hungry. So to hit some of my goals, it's really hard for me to eat that much, to be honest, especially being this big, and especially from a protein standpoint and whatnot, to be fueled properly, to be able to perform and run and lift as much as I need to. So that's the only reason I do supplements, honestly, because otherwise I wouldn't get the right nutrients. But also I tried, like I think I mentioned at some point, I try to avoid supplements and try to get as much of my nutrients from real foods, because if you only eating supplements, then you tend to be short on micronutrients, which are really important for your overall health, right? Like your macros are good from just a pure physique or body composition standpoint, but your micronutrients are really good for your health, bone health, brain health, all of those different things, and also to recover. So yeah, we'll just have a protein shake for now and go back to work. I'm feeling really good today. I guess like we've been doing, that's also another thing, is I try to see overall how I eat, how do I feel, you know, days after my workouts, during my workouts, and then I try to replicate those things. So as much as I don't have like a set plan or a set diet or anything like that, I would go off a feel quite a bit, and also just try to enjoy life a little bit, because yeah, food is meant to be enjoyed, or life is meant to be lived, you know? So, all right, enough of me rambling. Gotta go back to work. Bye. All right, so it is now dinner time. We are back. We picked up Deuce from daycare. Say what's up, Deuce. He's in a mood. But I'll put you guys on to what's become one of my favorite meals recently. It's just ground bison. We'll pick this up at Costco. That I'll just saute with a little bit of onions, and then we'll make some rice. The way I cook my rice is just, once again, saute some onions. I like to normally cook it in bone broth, but we're almost out, so we'll just do with what we have, just make it regularly. And I like to add a little bit of turmeric, just in order. Turmeric helps with inflammation and things of that nature, so we'll do that. I will not take you through my whole cooking journey, because if I shared all my secrets, I'd have to take you guys out. But we'll cook, and then when it's all ready to go, I'll check in and show you the final product. Actually, one thing that I add to that, we'll also saute some frozen veggies that we get from Costco. So let's get to it. Yeah. Alright, so this is the final product. No clue what this looks like in terms of macros, but it was fairly cheap. Took me like 20 minutes to put together, but it's overall fairly healthy. Deuce's plate, he can't eat anything without strawberries. We're gonna enjoy this with some raspberry lemonade, because life is better with raspberry lemonade. And then we're going to analyze what the day looked like as a total. So, bye. Alrighty, so we ate, and now I'm going to eat a Reese's Pieces peanut butter cup, because you always, no, that's not for you, and neither for you, because you always have to end the night with a sweet treat. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules, but while I do that, we're going to review how the day ended up. Let me start screen recording, and we'll see. So overall, I ended the day with 3,000 what? You want to close it? Okay. 3,090 calories. All of these numbers are going to be approximates, because obviously I don't measure anything, because I'm not that disciplined. I burned 796 calories during my run this morning, and I should have an idea of how much I burned during my, no, never mind, it wasn't tracked during my lift, so no clue what we burned there. But the breakdown of the 3,090 calories, if you guys think that this is chaos, this is nothing. This is just the norm, and we love it. The breakdown of the 3,000 calories were 247 grams of protein, 300 grams of carbs, and then 93 grams of fat. The most important part, let's see here, were so the micronutrients, which we said that we were going to track and try to see where we end up there. So very short on fiber. So clearly we're going to have to make an effort there to reduce the amount of fiber we eat. Iron over, calcium over, short on vitamin A. Fiber, I think increasing, like having more veggies throughout the day will probably help. I have a good amount of fruit, but not quite veggies. Vitamin A, I love this app. I'm using the Chronometer app. One thing that's cool about that, it kind of gives you a little bit of a breakdown of what each micronutrient like helps you with, what it's like, and what things that you can add in order to get that. So leafy vegetables, once again, leafy vegetables like kale or spinach, yellow and orange vegetables like carrot and pumpkin. So that's one thing I can probably add to my diet. I do have some sometimes because, like I said, today is a typical day, but I switch up what I eat on a daily basis. And then short on folate. I'm not sure what that is. So same thing, green vegetables, edamame, asparagus, Brussels sprouts, spinach, etc. Get out my camera, baseball. Always messing with my stuff, you silly boy. But yeah, so I think overall, if I increase the amount of green vegetables that I eat, I think that should be able to hit all of my micronutrients. Yeah, where are you going? Yeah, this one is a crazy one. This one, he's nice. This one is a little, we're working on it. But yeah, so that's a little bit of an idea of what I eat on a daily basis to keep myself fueled, so I'm able to run, but also feel so crazy. So we're able to run and also lift, stay strong, and all of that. So now we're gonna enjoy our Reese's Pieces cup. We're watching, what are you watching? No, he can't talk anymore. We're watching Tarzan, I think. Is that how you pronounce that?
Tarzan. No, Tarzan.
Yeah, whatever. And then eventually we're gonna go to bed. But thanks as always for joining my little vlog. I realized that most of this, there was no running on this episode. Most of it was done in my kitchen, but that's a little bit of what I eat in a day. But I think I've rambled for long enough. Let me go enjoy time with my family, and tomorrow's a rest day. Bye.